keeps freezing. Now this can happen for a lot of different reasons, but I'll go ahead and break down a couple of things that you can do, both hardware and software, that could potentially fix this specific issue. So first of all, you want to go ahead, the first thing I would always recommend doing is just restarting the PlayStation 4. So if it's a specific app that's crashing or a specific game that's crashing or freezing, and you're still able to make your way over to the home screen, well, then it may just be that software issue. It may just be, like a game that's not working perfectly. But if it's your whole entire PlayStation 4 that's just freezing or you can't access anything on it, what I would recommend doing is just holding down the front button of your PlayStation 4 and holding it down until it fully boots off. If it doesn't boot off, honestly, I've done this before. It's probably not recommended, but typically what I would do is I would just go ahead and unplug the PlayStation 4 completely, just in case it doesn't turn off when I hold down the power button, because that's happened before. And I would just let the PlayStation 4 sit there for as long as I can. I would let it sit there for minutes, maybe even sometimes up to an hour sometimes. That way, just in case it fully works and everything. So typically that's what I would do starting off. Shortly after, what I would end up doing is I would just kind of let it sit there, and when I boot it back up, I would, as fast as I could, make my way over to the update software settings and just try to update the software as fast as I could, just in case it started freezing or crashing again, because typically it can be a software issue. So that's kind of what I would do starting off with. Now, another hardware thing that could be the issue is the hard drive. Maybe the hard drive within your PlayStation 4 or whichever external hard drive you're using is failing. This can happen a lot, especially if you put your games or apps or anything on a hard drive and it has a faulty connection, or if it's not secure. Well, sometimes this can actually end up crashing your system software, or at least the games that you're putting on that hard drive. So what I'd recommend doing is making sure that the hard drive is securely connected, make sure it's not failing, and you should be good to go. And those are the major things that can happen in terms of a hardware standpoint. If you're using any third-party accessories or anything like that, like a screen recording, hardware or something like that, I would also recommend unplugging those and seeing if that fixes your issue. So that covers it in terms of a hardware standpoint. Now, if you